Now we move on to my portable collection. Now I move on to the Nintendo Game Boy. I have one game right now at the moment. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Back to the Sewers. Now I move on to Game Boy Color. Resident Evil Gaiden. Follow Barry as he looks for Leon. Ever want to know what Resident Evil looked like on a regular Nintendo with color? 8-bit? Resident Evil Gaiden. Now we move on to Game Boy Advance. Tomb Raider, The Prophecy. Tomb Raider Legend. Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. Earthworm Jim. Super Mario Advance 2, aka Super Mario World. Mario Kart Super Circuit, I call it. Super Mario Kart Super Nintendo Part 2. Classic NES series. Metroid, the very first Metroid. I don't know why it says series on there. It's just one game, I think. Metroid, the very first Metroid. Now here we have Game Boy Advance, Metroid Zero Mission, which also includes the very first Metroid game. And then we have The Sims 2. In case you're wondering, I carry all my games in these little cases so they don't get dust on them. Now we move on to Nintendo DS. Code Breakers. Resident Evil Deadly Silence, also known as Resident Evil Part 1, Nintendo DS, which is awesome. Has 2-player mode finally, and all kinds of other things. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Castlevania Order of Ecclesia. Super Mario 64, Nintendo DS. Finally, 2-player mode, and you can play with Wario and Luigi and Yoshi. That's pretty cool. The new Super Mario Brothers. Tomb Raider Underworld. Anyway, Tomb Raider Underworld. It's a fun side-scroller. You know, even the Game Boy Advance games are side-scrollers. Miss old side-scrollers that were on Super Nintendo and stuff. These little games. Pretty awesome. Just like this. Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. It's an awesome side-scrolling beat-em-up. Love them, love them, love them. That concludes those. That concludes all my Nintendo products. Now we move on to Sony's PSP. We have Pro Media Director and Cheat Saves. This is a cheat device. It saves puts a bunch of saved games on there. That's unlocks everything. Pretty awesome. Here we have Mortal Kombat's greatest hits. Greatest hits version of Mortal Kombat Unchained, and also known as Mortal Kombat Deception. Why I own this version? Because this Deception is Mortal Kombat Deception. Mortal Kombat Deception, the GameCube version of this, has 2 extra characters that all the other Xbox and PS2 didn't get. The GameCube version got Goro and got Shao Kahn. Well, this one has those guys. And not only that, exclusive to this one is 4 extra characters. Blaze, Frost, Jax, and Katana from Deadly Alliance. They're exclusive to this Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max, which includes loads of extra characters. Capcom Classics Collection Remixed, which includes Sidearms 1941, Legendary Wings, Forgotten Worlds, Black Tiger, Strider, Final, Avengers, Block Block, Captain Commando, Last Duel, Mega Twins, Barth, Magic Sword, Street Fighter Part 1, Section Z, Quiz and Dragons, The Speed Rumbler, plus more. Capcom Classics Collection Reloaded, which includes all the Street Fighter 2 games, Street Fighter 2, Ghosts and Goblins series, Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Commando, Echo Fighters, The King of Dragons, Knights of the Round. Keep in mind those are arcade perfect ports. Here we have Midway Arcade Treasure, who has the balls to put all their games on their fucking PSP cart. Midway Arcade Treasures. Midway Arcade Treasures, which are arcade perfect ports of Spy Hunter, Sinister, Defender, and Paperboy, and 720 Degrees. Multiplayer wireless games include Clax, Joust, Marble Madness, Tubin, Rampage, Gauntlet, Rampart, Wizard of War, Zybots, Championship Sprint, Arch Rivals, Cyberball 2072, Xenophobe, Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3. That's Midway Arcade Classics Extended Play. Now we go to Sega Genesis Collection, which include Golden Axe, Shadow Dancer, The Secret of Shinobi, Virtua Fighter 2, Sonic the Hedgehog, Comic Zone, Columns, Alex Kidd and the others, Kid Chameleon, Flicky, Gain Ground, Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4, Super Thunderblade, Sword of a Vermilion, Vector Man 1 and 2, plus many more. Here's one of my favorites. The EA Replay. This one includes Sega Genesis games such as Road Rash 1, Road Rash 2, and Road Rash 3, Desert Strike, and Jungle Strike, Wing Commander Secret Missions, Mutant League Football, Bob, Budokan. Excellent. Here we have Gun Showdown, with wireless multiplayer modes and mini games and upgradable characters. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus, Tomb Raider Anniversary, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, Ghostbusters, the video game, God of War, Chains of Olympus,